retirement condition.
What's up?
I just want to be silly. A channel where you can be part of a goofy, positive community and lay claim to some comic book knowledge. I'm your host, the Astonishing Melanie, and this is Uncanny Omar, and together we are
Omni. What's up, everybody? How's your Saturday, Sunday? No, wait, Friday. The world doesn't work like that, does it? Huh. Oh no, I'm already watching the AMA, but wait, I have two screens. Roy, God bless you and good journey, my friend. Bo is in here. Bo, dude, Bo is in another continent. Like, he is time traveling from the future to join us. What's up, buddy? And Arya, my friend Arya is here. We got a couple of birthdays. We got Lionheart, my buddy Lionheart, who I have defeated at Street Fighter absolutely 0 times, but I could totally defeat at Street Fighter anytime I wanted to. But you know what? It's your birthday, so it's not about me, Lionheart. It's about how you think you can defeat me at Street Fighter. So happy birthday to you. And Logan Wayne, is it Logan Wayne's birthday?
Yeah, who else?
Is that it for birthdays? I feel like what's Channel 10? What was the high school?
Yes. Okay. So let me pull it up. Where are you at? There you go. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lionheart Logan Wayne. Happy birthday to you and many more. Hope you guys have fun. Birthdays! Hey, Martin. So, where's everybody from? It's so good to see the same mentees every Saturday and also to see new people as well. So, let us know where you guys are from.
All you folks.
It's cool to see
Tetsujin right
all the
there.
different countries people are from.
Like
Alex is from France, and he was on the AMA last night.
Is he from France? Or do you just think he's from France because of his language? He could be from Haiti. He could be from New Orleans.
Alex, aren't you?
He could be from Kentucky. And he just likes French. Just kidding.
Hayden, thank you for the super chat.
What's up, Hayden? I know Hayden is from
Happy Saturday, beautiful
across
people.
The pond, if you will. Big Doctor Who fan.
Thank you. The new Spooky channels from upstate New York and
Nova Scotia. Love it. Thank you, guys.
The 18th of last month, though.
Why we wish I take back my happy birthday. Taking it back.
Hey, Geek City.
How are you? I've been here a few times. And good morning to Kevin from Richmond, Virginia, in the house.
Here's Hamza.
What's up, Hamza?
Now you're back. Hope you had fun with your family hangouts. Brandon thinks Spider-Man Blue may have overtaken Long Halloween as my favorite Loeb sale collaboration. Very glad I got the gallery edition. That direct market cover is beautiful.
It is the blue one. Oh my gosh, yeah. That's that was one of my favorite ones. I love the fact that they also changed the spine too, because the spine on the regular edition is yellow. On the direct market, it's blue. Alex and I are going to have frog. Are they French?
Frog eating contest. I was indeed. Okay, there you go.
The Coneheads are from France. We are from France.
Silhouette Animator, thank you so much for the super chat.
Why stop there, Silhouette Animator?
I need to shade the Changing Man companion.
We need to shade Omnibus. Got some good Chris Bocciolo artwork in there. I love Shade the Changing Man. Hey, what's up, Ryan? Cool kids on the block? What's up with you, Ryan? Rael is saying hello, Omar and Melanie.
And Flint was with us at the Ask Me Anything last night. That's part of our Patreon tier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot. Has an Uncanny X-Force reprint been announced? Not trying to trick you into it.
No, I did announce it. Feel free to ask me about any books I've already announced. I also did a catch-up video, a couple of, when we came back from Japan, to kind of get people caught up with all the announcements, because I know that they all come at the same time, and there's so many to catch up with. And then I also on our Patreon, and I think there wasn't, maybe we did. We did share on our social media, the dates. So I am from France, I swear. The Loeb and Sale Marvel books are so good. My favorite is Captain America White. It's so sad. All of them had that, just a little bit of sadness to them, with the exception of Spider-Man Blue, which is all sad, which I guess a title blue needs to be. Claudia from Australia. I'm Omnibus partner.
Oh, wow. Okay. Nice to meet you. Or have we met before?
We met before.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
Hi, Claudia.
Claudia, ¿tú eres de España? ¿Tú hablas español, Claudia? Somewhere in between Dallas and Fort Worth, Texas. Blas does not want to be found. He's off grid. He's not doing a good job if he's off grid because he's right here right now. Better idea. Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. You're all about compendiums. I love it, man.
Thank you for the super chat. Batman gives the idea thumbs up.
Yes, he does. Yeah, I'm with that. I would love, honestly, Extreme Justice, man. I love that era. It's ridiculous by the time you get to Extreme Justice, but it's so good. Happy Saturday from the deepest, darkest Africa. I hope you both well, Omar, Melanie.
Do they have the interwebs in the deepest, darkest Africa? You got some good signal then, I suppose.
You don't know if he's like 10 minutes behind? We just assume.
Scarlet from Dark Horse, yay or nay?
It's one of those creator-owned Bendis books, and it's pretty solid. And it continues in the Dark Horse era because they didn't collect it all in the absolute.
Oh, well, to go along with what Silhouetted Animator was saying, especially if they're doing one for DCAU Batman Beyond.
They are doing a Beyond compendium, yeah.
Can I ask if you know anything more about the new Extreme X-Men Omni Volume 2 release date?
I do. Welcome to the Saturday stream. Dang it, it's an email from so two things. Extreme X-Men Omnibus Volume 2 is now scheduled for August of 2024. He's still looking for the other two books that might be pushed. What did I ask about? Let me find out first what I asked about. Spider-Man by Joe Kelly Omnibus, What If, Into the Multiverse Omnibus, and Captain Marvel by Kelly Thompson might be moved into late 2024 or 2025. They're looking into dates right now. And the other big thing, this is hilarious, not hilarious, but they changed the name of Ghost Rider Epic Collection. So I think it is now officially called, and this was a text message between him and I, and then later I just wanted confirmation. Ghost Rider Danny Ketch Epic Collection Volume 1. So it will not be a continuation of the previous Epic Collections because you have a new character. And that was kind of like what we were going back and forth with. Like, it's a new character, new era, new Epic Collections. So there you go. Yeah. Where's Elan from?
Claudia.
Oh, hablas español.
Hablo español.
Yeah, Bo me dijo que tú eres de España. Elan saying, I'm from the land of myths and legends. All right, well, we got
King
some
Arthur
of those.
And Merlin of flame-breathing dragons.
Whales,
or as we say,
Simru? Yeah. Yeah, we got that in Eastern Kentucky too, Elan, you know.
We got
we got myths. We got Crazy Mary, a lady that just walks around all over town. She's almost like
Howdy,
King Arthur.
the alien, Howdy.
We got an alien. Myths and Legends of Kentucky are so lame.
No, it's not.
Good morning,
it's just
guys.
the same as others. It's an alien.
Is the new Irredeemable Complete trade worth a blind buy? Can I stop there, or do I need the other two stories in the series? I promise that you will want the other two stories in the series. You will not want to stop at just Irredeemable because it's that good. It will, especially if you really like it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And you'll want Incorruptible because that's kind of like the other side. Yeah, Mothman.
Was it Kentucky?
I think it was.
No, I think it's Virginia.
No, it's like
is it?
I think some Kentuckians claim Mothman, and then West Virginia claims Mothman.
Well, I'm not an expert, so
yeah,
we got to ask.
But
Gabriel, he would know.
It's so good. Like you'll want to read Incorruptible, and they come out later this year too in complete collection.
Oh, really quick before Jared's question, the biggest myth around here is the Phantom Stranger Omni. Oh no,
it's coming. We've seen pictures, right? They've shared pictures, so that's awesome.
Hey, sorry for the random question. You don't have to apologize, but I purchased the Blackest Night Omnibus. Is there anything I absolutely should read before it, or can I dive into it? That's not random.
It's not random. I would. Here's. Let me tell you, Jared. Here's what happened. I have Australian and Spanish nationality. Oh, so tú puedes ir donde quieras. Muy bien, perfecto. Blackest Night was the payoff of 3 years of Jeff Johns writing, 5 years, Green Lantern. So the best the hook was at the end of the Sinestro Corps War, there was an ad that saying that, what did it say? In 2005, we got Green Lantern Rebirth. In 2007, we got Sinestro Corps War. And coming in 2009, Blackest Night. And I was like a fanboy. I'm like, oh my God, I got to wait 2 years before Blackest Night. Kumru. You try that. Thank you for that, Jeff. I butcher names all the time. Kumru. But my point is, read Green Lanterns by Jeff Johns at the very least, because it will take you through the Sinestro Corps, and then it will lead into Blackest Night. And I promise the payoff is so much worth it, because the ride to get to Blackest Night is just amazing.
Stop, let's team up. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Was happy to see that the third JLI Omni, I went and found 1 and 2 at a reasonably price on eBay. And if you are missing 1 and 2 right now, cheapgraphicnovels.com, our sponsor here in America, has a huge sale on DC books. Like, I think those books are 55% off. So, check them out, and that's cheapgraphicnovels.com. I know I do the ad towards the end of the video, but I wanted to make sure people didn't miss that sell, because I know how it's like with sales, because it's first come first serve, so everybody's trying to get the same books at the same time, and I don't want people to miss out on it. So if you're here at the chat right now, don't leave, but you can open up a second screen. You can open up a second. I think
they're capable of multitasking.
Can you guys multitask? Saw that Taylor Swift
could be placing Dazzler and Deadpool 3. Is this real? Dazzler bus coming in on what?
I'm not a Swifter, but I could be. It could be, because Kevin Costner's a Swifter.
Does she?
Rob Liefeld's a Swifter. I can't remember who else. Emily Blunt.
Like Swiffer, the cleaning product.
Are they even called Swifters? I assume they're called Swifters. I think that's what Amanda told me. Does she have
a good sense of humor? I really don't know that much about her at all. I just know Shake It Off. So that could be cool.
That came out like 10 years ago.
Right. That's all
Good morning, Omar and Melanie. Another hot day in Charlotte, North Carolina. What would be your best creative teams, writer, and artist for the following decade? 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, the 2000s.
Oh, now you told me it's a good treat.
That was a good treat. That was a good treat. He had time to think about it. He's like, you know what? She's going to have first week. I don't want to give her anxiety. I'm just going to tell her it was a good treat. He thought about it.
You took it back. You took back your no comment.
60s. Oh, okay. Oh, you. 60s.
I can't.
Oh man! All right, I got to go with the foundation of the Marvel Universe. So, either Kirby and Lee or Ditko and Lee. Can you answer that?
Yeah.
Just to make sure everything's okay. Thank you, baby. 70s. Got to go with Thomas and Buscema.
Okay.
80s. Claremont and Byrne. It did not get better than that until the 90s, which was Claremont and Lee. And then aughts. Ooh. Gosh, I guess I'm a Marvel boy at heart, because all those are Marvel boys. Aughts, I would say, I would go with Jeff Johns and Ivan Reis. Yeah, they made a heck of a team on Green Lantern. So those are my answers. Hey, Near Me Condition, where can you get Flash by Mark Waid, book 5 and 6? Those are out of print right now. Swifties. Are they really called Swifties? Oh gosh, okay. I've called them Swiffers. Unfortunately, those are out of print, so the only place to really get those books are third-party places like eBay or Amazon. Mercari? Is that a thing? Whatnot? Those are the only kind of places to get them. I don't know if they'll reprint them. I remember years ago.
Super chat.
Okay, thank you, baby. Is everything okay?
He was asking if it was raining here.
Oh. Okay. I remember years ago, Taylor Swift dressed up as Deadpool at a Halloween party, which made Rob Liefeld a Swiffer. They're called Swifties. I don't know why I keep calling her Swiffers.
Oh, thank you guys for explaining. And Morpheus, thank you for the super chat. Can you go ahead and read that?
Yeah, of course.
There we go.
So
actually, I'll read it. Sometimes your content is what keeps me going. Keep up the good work. Would love you to do a deep dive into Natsume Ono's works one day.
And
well, Morpheus, thank you, and so glad that we could provide encouragement, just like this cute little Pingu reading a comic.
Are you just giving him a super chat?
What? No, I had it up. I just want to show it again because it was cute.
No, seriously, thank you. And sometimes your content is what keeps me going. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me, man. Thank you. I haven't read a lot of Ono stuff. I know the House of 5 Leaves. That's one of my favorite ones. But that's basically because of the art style that's in there. So I would go with that one as far as my favorite one. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna be that guy, I'm afraid. It's fine. Has Omar confirmed which printer Immortal Hulk is from?
I haven't. It's the iMac printer, though. But honestly, I didn't notice a smell. I just did the Elden Ring overview, and I forgot. The smell in the Elden Ring from Udon Entertainment, the beautiful box set, has a stronger smell than the iMac books have lately. I didn't notice a smell, but also I open my books up like a month ahead of time, and then I start reading them. For example, this is getting open here right now. Let's go, bub. What's up, John? And the paper stock is not, honestly, it's just a little bit thinner than the oversized hardcovers. I didn't have an issue with the bleed through. For as many pages as it was, it laid over pretty dang good. I'm trying to think of honestly, if I were to complain about anything, I wish that the covers had been splash pages instead of thumbnail size, because some of the variant covers are thumbnails. So I did, but yeah, it's not like, it's not the issues that I've seen with iMacs in the past, you know.
I love how I didn't notice the smell is the first thing you could say about an Omni.
Well, I mean, that's one of the things I've seen people complain about, right? Like the smell. And I honestly didn't notice that with Immortal Hulk. But the reason I brought it up was because I recorded my video of Elden Ring, and that had a really strong smell. But I don't notice it every time in iMac printers. I do notice it sometimes. On some of them are a little more potent than others, I guess. Omar, did the Red Sonja? No, I did not get it. I think it has been. Please show the Dr. Aphra Omnibus. That's
My heart. Thank you for the
super chat, brother. That's behind Captain America Lives.
Yes, saw it yesterday.
See, Captain America Lives, baby. Behind that is Squadron Supreme, and then behind that.
You moved it from like last night.
I'm constantly moving. You gotta keep up.
But I can't show.
So I don't have Red Sonja. I think that's been moved into September.
Here, no,
I'm gonna double check with Vince.
Oh,
What are you looking for, baby?
A Red Sonja single issue. Oh my gosh, that was heavy. Okay, this is good.
Oh, Tarang Grombeck's new book, the one that's upside down.
Oh, is it?
The Magnolia cover's upside down.
Oh, okay. No, nope. It's not.
Everything's backwards. Welcome to Near Make Edition, where we can't tell what's right side up. This is a good series. Now, it's not collected, of course, yet, but it will be probably sometime next year.
Okay, now let me show
Captain Aphra.
Yes, Captain Aphra.
She's a doctor. Good morning, Minties. Omar, can we see the Avengers Omnibus Volume 5? Sure. This is like a high-end show and tell. So this is Volume 2 of Alyssa Wong's run of Dr. Aphra. At least misses the beard. Well, you know, I forgot to shave last couple days, so it might be coming back. It is getting to be.
Hey, I smelled something.
It's getting to be, you know, fall. Fall's right around the corner. I usually save my beard for the fall.
Nothing. Well, it says Dr. Aphra. There we go.
Yeah,
it looks completely white.
Show Omnibus Volume 5. I just got this in the other day. This is Avengers Omnibus Volume 5. This is the direct market cover. There's the spine of the team. Sorry. It does have that new spine, so if you have the first printing of the first 4, just kind of, you know, I think most people saw it coming. I still think it shocks some people that the spine has changed. And then the back of the book. So this is Volume 5, celebrating 60 years of Avengers assembling.
We've got a super sticker
from Mayur. If you have a question, Mayur, let us know in the comments, please.
I give you Supergirl. Yes, I will keep an eye out for anything.
What's up, Ricky? How are you, brother?
Post.
Dr. Aphra needs a TV show. I would surprised we don't have one yet. Is there a Nice House on the left? Deluxe edition? No, not yet. But it's coming out in October. Right at the right time.
And Silhouette Animator, thank you again for the
Wolverine and the X-Men
super chat.
I would like the continuation of it. It was a really good cartoon.
What? I didn't know that existed.
Yeah,
Wolverine
I think it was
and the X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
When was it?
early aughts, probably. No, I would say later than that because Evolution was late.
Yeah, I remember
90s,
that.
early aughts. So Wolverine and the X-Men, maybe 2006, 2007, sometime around there.
Where can you get the Flash Move Forward hardcover?
I'm not sure. That one is out of print. So they have no shipping methods to Australia. I think you have to do freight shipping, brother, if you want things from cheap graphic novels. That's what they've suggested in the past.
Nicktoons, 2007, 2009.
I was close, 2009.
Okay. There we go.
It was a solid series.
I was saying it was good. Marvel, Marvel Bab still can't say what the box said.
Marvel Bab. I one day David's gonna be like, hey, guess what? It's coming finally.
Any suit videos on the horizon?
Yes, but not Omnibus related, but just some news about some trade paperbacks that is very exciting for the first time at Marvel. So that should be coming out next week. I have a list of 8 things. Like, what did you do? So that, if that answers your question, but it won't be. It's not Omnibus related. Those will come a little bit later this month. Yeah, this month.
Let's see. The Wees just received Thor: Hell on Earth Epic. What are the chances to get a complete or epic Strike collection throughout the whole era?
That would be so awesome. I mean, it would be just one epic, right? It would just be one epic. That would be awesome. Caden, I may have a copy of that Flash book. If I still have that, you're talking about the volume 1 of the New 52, right? If I still have it, I'll send it to you. I think I still have your address. Just make sure you ask your
hooty-hoo.
Make sure to ask your dad. It's okay if I send it to you. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, I may have given it to you to take to the classroom.
Okay, I'll look. It's called what? Move Forward?
Move Forward, yeah. It's a standard size hardcover from DC.
No, I don't have hardcovers.
Yeah, you do.
I've got like Wonder Woman.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of others.
Oh, you did. He did just put up my books in my classroom.
Yeah, let's not do this right now.
Okay.
Well,
Matthew said, do you think there's any chance we get a Bronze Age Flash Omni or Post-Crisis Superman Omni?
Well, I tell you what, Matthew, now is a better chance than last year. So absolutely, I think we will. Bronze Age Flash would be nice. But some Aquaman love while we're doing things.
Cody would like Bronze Age Flash.
Yeah, that would be cool.
My own sister and her 2 female friends recommended to read awesome Gears of War and Halo graphic novels. Awesome. Wait, so did you read them? Like, are they recommended?
What did you read? Just out of curiosity. Because I know Dark Horse has wonderful collections of the Halo graphic novels. But actually, Brian Michael Bendis loved playing Halo so much, he wrote some issues with Alex Maleev on artwork.
So Logan's asking for some help.
I got you, brother.
2 out of the 3 Acts of Vengeance trades.
Okay. Acts of Vengeance, Marvel Universe, and then tend to get
the 3rd Acts of
Spider-Man and the X-Men.
Can I just congratulate you on your use of punctuation? Thank you, because that makes it easier to read. Well, what is the best way to read them?
Man, that's so hard.
Should I start with the first few issues of the main book, read the crossovers, and then go back to the main book?
Yeah.
They're very order.
Finish it out. Okay, so start reading the main book. Go and read the rest of the Marvel Universe. That's what splits up the teams, like you go and do this, and then come back to the end of Avengers, because that's when John Byrne wraps it up. Yes, some Silver Age, which was announced previously, but sadly, no.
Does the new Ahmed Miles Omnibus match the other 2 Bendis ones?
I think so. This is the spine. I believe so. I do believe so.
Let's see. Chaplin was wondering if you do review a Faust Omnibus book from Black Mass Press publisher.
I would.
My first time on live chat. Well, congratulations.
I would love to. I read Faust when I was younger, and I remember it being really adult oriented with, but yes, I will. If I can hide things in Berserk, I can do Faust. However, I may have to do a little bit more. That's a Kickstarter, isn't it? When are you going to review Lazarus Planet hardcover? I'm waiting on your video. Did it come out already? Oh, man. I have a list of books that have come out, and I'll see if I can, when it's coming to me.
Logan said thank you, and Craig says it definitely matches. Thank you for showing it.
You are so welcome. I'm glad I could help.
Cody's asking, have you seen if the spine design for Maestro matches Peter David's set?
No, but that's a good one. Actually, Shoot, they're not back until next week though. Let me I do love showing the spines. That's a good one. Let me ask, okay? Maestro. I need to write that down somewhere.
Oh, okay. So the graphic novel and Gears of War graphic novel are in excellent state. So they're good. Well, thank you. Thank you for recommending them. And Ryan saying, got any of them omnibus announcements?
All right, Tyrone.
Ow, I hurt my neck scratching.
Not yet. That list is being finalized, so it might be a couple of weeks.
I'm trying to buy all the Remender hardcovers, and those two on your shelf I haven't seen before. Giganta and the End of League. Are they good?
They're okay. End of League is fun. Gigantic is ridiculous. Like ridiculous fun. If you like kaiju, this is it. This is Rick Remender's take on kaiju. That I think it's in San Francisco where this takes place.
Who's the artist?
Armor Tech. It's Eric Wynn.
That's why. Yeah, I like him.
You like Eric Wynn? Matthew Wilson does the colors in this. Yeah, nobody really talks about this one, but then again, nobody really talked about Devolution, and that's why I did an what's it called? Hidden Gems on Devolution.
Pan's asking if there are any gallery edition news.
Yes. Not yet, but I do have. This came in. This comes out next month. This is the Guardian Devil gallery edition. So it's the latest hardcover.
The Devil of Hell's Kitchen?
Yeah, this has got artwork by Joe Quesada. This is the story by Kevin Smith, and it has the first 8 issues of what kicks off the new era of Daredevil and the half issue. If you've not read it, this is an excellent book. If you've not read it and you're expecting modern dialogue in here, oh no, you're in for some heavy reading. Like, let me just show you to kind of give you an idea. I think it surprises most people. Like when we did an old reader, new reader on this particular run, Maddie and Amanda were just shocked how long it took them to read it because Kevin Smith is heavy on the dialogue, which I love, So if you're not a fan of heavy dialogue, just don't be shocked when you get the book and you're like, oh man, this is taking me too long to read. But if you like getting more bang for your buck, it's like he was getting paid by the word like Roy Thomas was.
Mayor, and I apologize if I'm not, wait a second, baby, if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. Thank you for including your question again as a super chat. I hope you heard that he just, that he did answer earlier. Do you want to repeat yourself just in case? Yeah,
so I will be checking when I'm getting that book. Is it out already? That was my question.
Okay. Now, here, you can show it. Or I'll show it, and we'll get to my Quarter Irish super chat.
Make sure don't. There's a big twist in this. I don't want to ruin it for anybody. I was mainly showing like the dialogue and the caption boxes. There's a lot of it in here. It's not just action packed, which you would expect from modern storytellers. And
Roy said it was his first Daredevil story.
It's solid. I really like this one. It's kind of a follow up to Born Again. Matt has really no look. Yeah, this and a Green Arrow. I wish Kevin Smith would come back and do more of this stuff. I know it's not for everybody, but I'm a big fan. I mean, just look at those narration boxes, man. You're gonna do some reading. Love it.
Noah says, think Lazarus Planet is out this week.
Okay. I wanted to make sure that I get it in with my next batch of books. Greatest crossover of all time. What's up, my Quarter Irish?
Wait, before thank you. Before we talk about your question, did you leave the AMA because Omar kept saying, "Is my Quarter Irish still here? He's gonna be mad that I didn't like my Kentucky ale, Irish red ale." And anyway, he said it like 3 times. So my Quarter Irish's pick is either Batman and Grendel or Batman and Predator.
What's good? Batman and Predator is solid. Great artwork too.
How about my pick is not greatest crossover all time, just the most recent one I read was Batman and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's a good one. I gotta go with X-Men and New Teen Titans. That was my childhood, and oh my gosh, it was so good.
Jeff, thank you for the super chat.
Spygate still rules. Shh. Why, Jeff? I thought we was cool. Why'd you say that word?
And Morpheus, thank you for the super chat.
I love Natsume Ono. She's one of my favorite mangaka. Would suggest Not Simple by her, but be prepared to wipe your tears a lot. And that's okay, because I love wiping my tears a lot. I like, you know, I actually like reading books like that really pull at my heartstrings. You know, I need a mix. I got to throw those in there sometimes, and then I got to have something fun. And that's why I have books like Gigantic or Scumbag.
Okay. So Mike said, "Oh no, I went out to eat dinner." Well,
yeah, you dodged that bullet, buddy. She was like, "This is not good Irish beer."
Well, it wasn't. You probably would agree. Okay. Alex is saying, please pass on that Iron Man Extremis would make a good gallery edition.
With Adi Granoff's art, yes, it would. Yes, it would.
And Roguish Type is saying, thank you for not spoiling it for people who haven't read it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now I remember
Guardian
that.
Devil.
It's that storyline, yeah. I don't like spoiling things for people. I try to tell people ahead of time. I will tell you, if you've not read Immortal Hulk, my overview of Immortal Hulk, I wanted to like hook people. I wanted to tell people what I think is wonderful about Immortal Hulk. So I did spoil a little bit about the first chapter and a half. It's about 7 issues. That's it. Keep in mind, it's 50 plus issues. So you still got a lot more. And the biggest twists and turns don't happen until later on. But I did want to hook people. And I feel like I had to talk about something important for people that had read Hulk and for people that hadn't read Hulk. And I think...
Did Marvel cancel the Iron Man Heroes Return CC Volume 2?
I would... I think it's been canceled, and they're probably going to bring it back as a modern Marvel Epic collection. Mm-hmm. Oh, it was the Kentucky Irish Red, Mike. Disappointed in Detective Comics Tomasi Omni cover. Really like the cover from the trade paperback you showed. And yeah, those placeholder covers, that was... but, you know, I think whenever you get the artist to come back and say, hey, I want to do a new cover for it, what else can you do, right?
Any news on Operation Zero Tolerance OHC reprint?
No, sir. No news. Sorry. Dude, Beta Ray Bill? Yes, sir. And Silver Surfer Requiem? Yes, gallery editions. Did I do my most wanted gallery editions? I did last year. I needed... Oh, you...
In fact, Mike, people are coming over tonight, and I'm going to text them and be like, hey, anybody want these 4 beers? Because I'm not drinking them.
Do the Final Crisis Collected Editions do a sufficient job covering that storyline, or should I put that on my Omni list? Not complaining. I just got 3 new massive bookshelves to fill. Oh, dude, you picked the wrong channel, because those shelves are going to be filled by end of year. The I will say Final Crisis, no matter how much you read it, it's not going to help you with the main storyline. What really helps you with the main storyline are stories like Jack Kirby's Fourth World. A little bit of Seven Soldiers. That omnibus is being reprinted next year. And, of course, Batman R.I.P., so you know what's going on. Or just Batman in general. Grant Morrison's run, so you know what's going on in that title. Those are kind of the stories to prepare you. Don't worry about things like Countdown or Death of the New Gods. None of that will prepare you for reading Final Crisis. All of the stuff outside of Superman Final Crisis doesn't really add to the story. If you want to get just what the main story is about, I suggest reading those things first and then going back and reading Final Crisis.
Well, Holmes is asking, does he need to read any recent Hulk in order to understand Immortal? I'm pretty familiar with the character's history, just not so recently.
No, absolutely not. Like, he does an amazing job of introducing people to the character. If you know what happened in the pages of Civil War 2. That's I love that Snorlax, dude.
Wow, this is really soft.
Don't touch my Snorlax.
Oh wow, actually.
Do you forget that you have a 3rd-degree black belt in Kempo? 4th-degree black belt, sorry. I have a 3rd-degree white belt in Kempo, and I cannot defend myself. My wife.
This is from Japan, y'all. This is Japan, y'all.
They just captured abuse on the air.
Pokemon Center.
You see what I have to live with?
The Pokemon.
Spousal abuse. Domestic abuse. Thank you, Hannah. Domestic abuse. Right? There's always 2 sides to every story, Melanie.
Give me this thing. Snorlax.
Dude, Snorlax will whoop my butt.
Oh, man. Okay. Hey, Hannah, how are you?
But Hamza, I will say, before I got slapped upside the head by a 4th-degree black belt, is if you read Peter David's Hulk, if you read Bruce Jones' Hulk, Paul Jenkins' Hulk, Bill Mantlow's Hulk. Oh my gosh, everything kind of comes together. Ooh, Mexican Gwen Stacy Gallery Edition. Rodimus Prime Rib knows what's up.
Omar has a perfect answer for you. Where's a good point in starting a Transformer comics?
IDWs, especially if somebody gets to reprint it, man. Don't at this point the hardcovers are just so hard to find that I would wait until somebody reprints it.
And it started off a little slow for me personally.
Phase 2 is where it shines.
And Omar's like, you have to read Phase 1 for Phase 2 to be as awesome as it is. And so someday I'll go back and read it.
My daughter loved it. Worst DC character, Bueno.
Like
from Innocence Hitman.
Thank you so much for the super chat. We got Wonder Woman.
Gosh, man, there were so many characters I couldn't stand in the late 80s, early 90s. Worst DC character. Oh man. I'm trying to think. Somebody I just can't stand. Who's that angel in JLA? Azrael? He had an angel's name, I'm sorry. Who was a legit angel in JLA? Like a legit angel, Grant Morrison created for JLA?
I'm distracted because of so many comments about the Snorlax is a final shadow.
Y'all caught that, right? Y'all caught that.
Melanie versus the subscribers of New Recognition. Oh, good shot.
She was saving that up. That did not come just from today. That was built from here.
Oh yeah, Lionheart. I've got the memory of a goldfish. You practice Kimbo? I totally forgot.
What is that freaking angel's name?
All right. Wait, y'all. Here.
Zuriel. Thank you. That's it. Yeah, couldn't stand that character.
Rick, you're going to find it. Roundhouse from Teen Titans. Welcome to the Roundhouse.
Yeah, Roundhouse from Teen Titans.
Celebration.
That's not it.
Roundhouse.
Rick Grayson.
Look, bad question mark.
What? What is wrong with you?
Rick was asking, have you already done an Immortal Hulk overview?
It comes out on Monday, but I recorded it last week.
Whenever my life gets me so down, I know I can go down.
All right, you're going to get demonetized. We don't need the monetization.
About Roundhouse.
I tried David's Hulk during the spring. I didn't dig it. While I appreciated what he did with the Hulk's personality, there are a lot of Hulk versus 90s villains covered in Blades. But that was just in the 90s, right? Yeah. Oh, man, did you get to the Joe Fixit? I love Joe Fixit. That stuff was so good. And honestly, if you're not digging it by the time you get to Ground Zero, probably isn't for you. Snowflame, worst DC character, who hilariously showed up in a new episode of Harley Quinn. Snowflame. Oh, yeah. I remember that character.
Morning, guys. Any word on when Spider-Man 2099 will happen?
Like a restock? I do know that they would... I did tell David that it was out of print. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it will come back to print.
Rick, what you were saying about PD earlier, yeah, I really want to work on
Peter David.
Not that PD, professional development before school.
Yeah, we got any teachers here besides Rick and Chris and Melanie? Well, Chris isn't a teacher; he's a principal. But yeah, God bless you all. Getting ready for school. So, hey. Just out of curiosity, do you know the dates or roughly more or less when they're reprinting Uncanny X-Force will be available for pre-order or purchase in the UK? I think it's not... okay, so you mean in the rec market? Give me 1 second. I don't think it's next month. It might be the following month. Let me double check something really quick. Nope. Yes, I think it's going to be the month of October. But keep in mind, places like Amazon will have it up for pre-order before then. But officially, I think it goes up for pre-order in October. So, because it hasn't been solicited yet. I just got to announce it. Keep that in mind, too. I announce it, and then it has to go into the catalog, and then it can be solicited, and that's when people can order. That's kind of the way these things work. Any chance of an X-Men Classic reprint? Got a new copy off eBay, and the eye looks like a Rottweiler mounted it.
Morgan, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you for the super chat, Morgan. I haven't heard of one, but listen, every year I do a poll where you all vote for the most wanted reprint, so it's up to you all to decide what gets reprinted.
Kingsport Cal, how are you doing?
What's up, buddy?
Saying, I don't know WTF that 2099 Spidey was in Across the Spider-Verse. It worked, but it's a different character. Still cool though.
Absolutely, man. We got Latino in there, and he's got that Gwen Stacy cake too. Because people, you've seen the memes, man. People going crazy about, what do they call him? Thick Daddy Spider-Man. Y'all crack me up with them memes, man.
Ricky, I agree, but at the same time, though, I'm constantly thinking like, oh, I could be a better teacher if I did that. So PD actually stresses me out a whole lot because I want to do everything that, and you can't change the way you teach that much at one time, and I get stressed out. The School of Hard Knocks, yuck.
Melanie's the teacher with the Hard Knocks. Knock my face right out. That's it too, Saturday Morning Fan. I saw that comment. Good morning, good people. Question: which book came first in reference to Venom, King in Black or Venom Omnibus? Do I need Absolute Carnage? If you get the Venom Omnibus by Donny Cates, that has Absolute Carnage in it. And as far as which came first in reference to Venom, it's Venom by Donny Cates. King in Black is kind of like the bookend to his run on Venom.
Is your shirt a hint that the trades you're announcing are Marvel Transformer?
No hint. I just love Unicron. No hints.
Oh, here's Bar.
Act up, get smacked up. I wasn't acting up, man.
Act up, get smacked up. Yeah.
I'm gonna say act up. Don't say I deserve that.
Whoa, Rick Gear, tell us how you really feel. It's crap and I hate it.
He really hates that PD. Not Peter David. Finally got one of the whales.
Yeah, not Peter David.
Lazarus Deluxe Edition. This is my buddy Roberto Rodriguez from CGN. Congratulations, my brother. Hi, Omar. Is Uncanny X-Men 200 a good stopping point? I think all the spinoffs is going to be kill me financially.
That's not good.
You know, here's Harvey. All of the stopping points are different for people, right? I remember when I worked at the comic book store, people would come in and were like, how do you still read that garbage? Because I was reading X-Men. I'm like, oh, I love X-Men. They were like, I stopped with John Byrne when he left the book. And I'm like, but Dave Cockrum came back. And then the guy was like, I don't care if Dave Cockrum comes back.
Somebody asked about you though, Bar.
Then I remember somebody stopping with Paul Smith left the book. I remember somebody stopped at 200. Somebody stopped when they were like, Professor X left. I'm leaving too. And then somebody stopped at the Mutant Massacre. And I always think if I had stopped at those times, of course I was a lot younger, I would have missed out on all these stories that I love so much, like Fall of the Mutants. So you don't have to get the spinoffs, honestly. Uncanny, if you're just getting Uncanny, just stick with Uncanny. Uncanny 6, you know, it won't have the X Factor issues or New Mutant issues of Mutant Massacre. But by the time you get to like Inferno, they will have to have those X Factor issues. So, yeah, man, stick with it a little longer. And I say that, but I'm an X-Men guy. But you stop. If you're not enjoying it anymore, then stop, right? You stop whenever you stop enjoying it. Stop when you stop it. Can't stop, not stopping. Bar will have to watch the replay and see Omar get smacked. She's going to clip that for rewatching over and over. Thanks a lot for that. Are we going to keep bringing that up now? The best stopping point for X-Men is Claremont's X-Men 3, which would, I mean, yeah, some people stop there.
And then Cody's baiting you. Should just skip Claremont and wait for a Chuck Austin.
You are dead to me, Cody. You're dead to me.
Yeah, there we go.
What is that, blood?
Yes, it was blood.
Hey, Melanie Omar, who is your favorite Spider-Man artist? Melanie.
That's a good question. And I was trying to think of an answer. Robert Downey Jr. No, what's his name? J.R.
Hear me condition. Where the hosts don't know jack about
John Romita Jr.
Really? John Romita Jr.?
It's one of them. It grew on me because...
Or John Romita Sr.?
No, Junior.
Who drew the handsome Peter? Handsome Peter. Tom McFarlane. Tom McFarlane.
Oh well.
He changed the game. Since Todd McFarlane, everybody has drawn Spider-Man with his leg over his face with those spaghetti webbing. I mean, I can't like that.
Maybe to draw some gymnastic-y.
I think
an adjective now.
It really depends on when you grew up, right? I know some people that love Humberto Ramos's Spider-Man. I know people that like Ryan Stegman's Spider-Man. Mark Bagley is a big one for a lot of my friends.
Yes. And I met him, and that makes it special too. let's pull Craig's question in with this. Dan Moore on any Marvel or DC title.
Oh.
I love Dan Moore, and I would love to see him draw Spider-Man.
He's so good. Like, oh man.
But you can make it dramatic. Maybe not so much the gymnastic-y, twisty stuff, but like dramatic.
I hate to say it, but X-Men.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He draws good-looking people, so I like to see him draw good-looking mutants.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless we're talking about like Morrison's X-Men, where he's throwing in like Glob, Herman Glob, and like Angel, the girl that secretes that. The gross mutants that Morrison kept adding in there. Oh yeah, dude, that Kingpin and John Romita Jr.'s Daredevil, best Kingpin ever.
Okay. A roguish type likes McFarlane's costume heroes drawings, don't like its actual people and faces.
Yeah, his
JR.
Also, the composition, like, weren't the best outside of Spider-Man in his, like, people just standing there. Like, I remember the really creepy picture where Peter webbed up, although she looked fine. Sorry, Mary Jane, but Peter just looked really creepy with his fat fingers, and Mary Jane all webbed up. He's like, I'm coming to get you. Like, it's really weird, but whatever. What happens in their bedroom stays in the bedroom. Hey guys, looking fresh with your side part, Melanie. Omar without the beard, looking young. Oh, thank you so much, Webhead. Thank you.
Any chance Hitman will get a compendium instead of the much more expensive Omni at some point, or do I just need to bite the bullet?
It's hard to tell with a character like Hitman. Because I can't imagine there being a huge demand like, Jeff Johns' Green Lantern. But maybe in a few years. Hope you're recovering from the concussion, Omar. Thanks, Elan. I appreciate that.
Amber's asking for any recommendations to start
Amber.
reading Iron Man.
I have a segment on the channel on where to start reading these characters in collected editions. And I find Iron Man the hardest one to do because I think that's when I started just thinking, okay, I've got like 5 places, but for even Moon Knight, I've got 10 places. Okay. I got to go with the stereotypical Demon in a Bottle. I got to go with the stereotypical Extremis. I got to go with the stereotypical Fraction La Roca run. They also had a season 1 Iron Man that was pretty solid. There's nothing wrong with starting at the start if you like Silver Age books. But my favorite run of Iron Man that I think it's a good fresh start is Iron Man Director of S.H.I.E.L.D. That was such a good... No one talks about it, but it was such a good run. Viva Peru, carajo! ¿Cómo estás, hermano?
Humberto Ramos.
Humberto Ramos, yeah.
I like him too. Impulse Omni dead for it.
Ever.
Dead forever. Okay. I was reading it as the title.
Well, maybe. The Hush was also dead forever. And remember, with Impulse, they claimed that the scans were too rough. They couldn't touch up on them. That's why they couldn't give us an omnibus. So who knows? Maybe one day.
Armor
Wars is a solid one.
Armor Wars. Infinite Iron Man, because I didn't have to read about Tony. Amber said, thank you. Thank you, Kylie. Nate is asking, do you have a rough idea when you and Curtis will talk new epics again?
Maybe sometime in September.
Alex said Dugan's new Iron Man run is a good starting point.
It is. It's I've read the first 6 issues. It's solid. Omar, there are no problems with stereotypical answers if they are in fact good. Thank you, John. You are a man of wisdom. You know that?
Ooh, Ryan's saying Dan Moore's favorite artists come along in 10 to 20 years. Nice.
He's amazing. And the fact that he's fast, brother. He's a fast artist.
Okay, you guys show the rest of the shirt. What's he saying? He's saying they're deliciously devourable.
He's eating
Energon frosted
Cybertrons.
Cybertrons.
He's eating planets. It's like a cereal. It's adorable. My brother got me this shirt. Or no, you got me this shirt. Many years.
Yes.
You don't remember.
What's that Impulse?
Oh, yeah.
Volume 2,
canceled. Though? That's been canceled too. So here's hoping. Here's hoping. By the way, I want to take this time to thank our friend Final Shadow for always doing timestamps.
Mm-hmm.
So Final Shadow, if you could call this part of the episode timestamp the best-selling omnibus of all time. So David, let me know. You all ready? The best-selling omnibus of all time.
Drum roll.
That have pre-ordered. You all did this. Old folks assemble, baby. ROM is the best-selling Marvel omnibus of all time. The pre-order numbers are huge. You like, I don't know if old people came out the woodshed. I don't know if older people just came out of retirement to like go, I remember ROM. They came together, man. I'm serious. ROM is the number one outselling. The one before that was and I did ask him, by the way, but I did talk about it in the AMA a little bit more. But the one before that was Amazing.
Daredevil.
True. Anything can knock it out, right? Anything can knock it out. But the before that, it was Amazing Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 4. But now it's ROM. So, to the people that this is the beauty of seeing everything from this side of like seeing all the comments, because I did see a lot of hate, a lot of shade being thrown by the youth, talking about who wants this, who asked for this. There's so many better omnis. Well, somebody needs to go tell their uncle or daddy that their ROM is now the number one best-selling Marvel omnibus of all time. So that's freaking awesome, and I hope that opens the door to a lot more stuff. So Amazing Spider-Man number 5, and then after that it was Uncanny 5, and then this broke the record for the best-selling omnibus of all time. I don't know. I don't know about Micronauts. Now ROM is going to be shoehorned into everything. Like
I don't think that's gonna
well, that's different though. That's a licensed character. They can't really shoehorn it. I know what you mean. ROM's gonna join the X-Men. He's gonna be like, they're gonna kill ROM, and he's gonna come back as an X-Men in Krakoa. Wolverine. He's gonna move in Wolverine and Cyclops.
Oh no!
Jeans out the way. Who's this Space Knight?
Hannah.
Horrific moment there when I realized the youth doesn't apply to me anymore. Hannah, it's on us. The youth is another. Yeah, but it's wonderful though, because it may not be for everybody, but that shows the power of nostalgia, right? Maybe people that never bought an omnibus have come back and going, I remember those books. I'm going to buy that book. And they just call it a book because they don't know that an omnibus is a real thing until they watch Near Me Condition. Don't get smashed that like button.
Let's see. Before you answer Jack's question, Paulo was saying, love your shirt, and Transformers fan. Are you a G1 fan? Yes. He's like, since it actually came on the TV in the 80s,
on the TV.
He's been obsessed with Transformers. Did you play Warfall of Cybertron? I don't think so.
I haven't. I wanted to play it with Lydia. I have it on the PS4, but I can play it on the PS5. Well,
Jack, thank you for the super chat.
Muchas gracias, hermano. Will Nailbiter hardcovers come back to print? That's all up to Williamson, right? The creator. So hopefully. What's DC best-selling omnibus? I don't know. I want to say it's got to be something Superman or Batman, right? Maybe Nightfall, something like that. I still get 3 mutants in a row. Wolverine, Gambit, Cyclops, and Rock. I'm part of history. We're all part of history, man. That's wonderful. I love hearing that.
ROM is because we never thought it would exist and can't be sure it'll exist again. Got to get it now.
That's exactly part of the reason, like it makes me happy to be a part of it, to get to announce it, to have known about it for years and kept the hush hush, and now it's coming. That's the biggest selling omnibus at Marvel. Who knows how Micronauts will do? Maybe even better. And then who knows what that will open the door to other things too.
Oh no, Mr. Tex.
Mr. Tex, you weren't part of the history making. Speaking of David, Omar, please tell David Gabriel that we need to restock Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 2 before 3 drops out. I thought they were planning that already. I'll have to double check. But thank you for the reminder.
And Planet 628 has high hopes for Mike Grell's Warlord if ROM can do this business.
A man of good taste right there.
So Daniel's asking, who's the current owner of ROM?
Hasbro. But keep in mind, ROM is one of those weird properties that had 3 different owners. 3 people held the copyrights.
I wonder, how many people are Googling what's ROM? Because you had to explain it to me. I never heard of it.
Well, I don't think. I mean, even if you read,
I never watched it.
Well, there wasn't a show. It was just.
I thought.
So just a little. I'm sorry. Just a little brief history, because just kind of telling my wife, back in the 80s, which is the golden age to live in. Oh my God, it's wonderful to live in the 80s. But everything was a commercial. Everything was a commercial. That's what cartoons were. Commercials. To introduce people to products, to toys, there had to be like a cartoon attached, He-Man had one of the biggest hurdles to jump, the Masters of the Universe line, because when they went into the meeting, they were like, okay, how are we going to introduce He-Man to kids? Is there a cartoon based on this? And they came up with it on the spot. They were like, no, we'll introduce them through mini comic books. That's how the kids will know the story. They just made that up on the spot. So what people like Mattel and Kenner would do is approach comic book companies to ask them to have a comic book line. That's where G.I. Joe came from. That's where Transformers came from. To have a story there that by the time the toys come out, kids would already be associated with these toys. They would be like, oh, it's Bug from Micronauts. I know this character.
Hey, Justin.
So that's kind of like a little history as to why they needed a comic book.
Hey, Justin.
You old people suck. Just drop it in. Justin, what's up? You're just going to say you old people. You old people. Like, you ain't going to be there in 5 more years being old with us. Softcover Omar. Like I said yesterday, I wouldn't be here next Saturday.
Thank you for the super chat.
Because I'm on vacay in Cyprus.
Nice.
I will need y'all to cover for me and annoy Omar about Poison Ivy overview and Black Widow Omni. I think we got that.
Have
we
fun.
Got that. And
after the vacation,
enjoy yourself.
I'm getting a Harley and Ivy inspired tattoo, and I'll share with you on Discord. Oh, sweet.
That's
cool.
awesome. I think I'm going to get a Berserk tattoo when I go to Baltimore with my buddy Johnny. Or I may just get really drunk and then end up with another tattoo of like Scooby-Doo or something.
Who owns the real Ghostbusters now?
I think that's also Hasbro. I think that's Hasbro.
And then a roguish type saying, I think ROM was originally a Japanese toy brought over to the US by Parker Brothers.
No, I think it was developed here. It was a weird toy. It was like obscurely big and light up eyes. There wasn't like a toy line. Like the dire rates are all Marvel Comics, right? Like 95% of what makes ROM is Marvel Comics. And then 5%, of course, is the look of the character, the Space Knight. No, even the Space Knight, like the origin of ROM is all through Marvel Comics.
Uncanny, konnichiwa.
Hey, Jan.
Peter David Hulk, binging Peter David Hulk, have Omnis 1 through 5. Didn't know I would enjoy a Hulk run so much. Is the Maestro Omni worth the double dip?
When you get to Maestro, if you really like the character, because there is a little bit of a double dip, right? You get the first, those 2 issues, and then the return, future, not Future Imperfect, but oh my gosh, what is that 5-part storyline where Maestro comes back to the past? But anyway, if you really like the character, the miniseries, the 3 miniseries that lead into Maestro, so good. Jared is asking, sorry for getting...
I was going to pick Nick's. Sorry for getting deep, don't apologize, but off recommendation from this channel years ago, I bought Tom King's Mr. Miracle. That book has helped me through some of the hardest times, especially as of late. Thank you. And I'm so glad. In fact, I made a video about how that book is so important to me, but I never published it because I just couldn't do it. I couldn't focus. I couldn't present it as well as I wanted to present it. So I just I put it on Patreon. But I highly recommend Mr. Miracle by Tom King and Mike Gerards.
Mitch Gerard.
Mitch. Because it just to anybody, but especially if it's such a good story. Oh my gosh, you don't have to know. Like, I don't know Mr. Miracle. I never read anything Mr. Miracle. You don't have to know. Collective Memories is saying, hope it gets absolute. Oh, it definitely deserves an absolute edition. Mm-hmm. Wow. What am I saying? Oh, because it deals with motifs of depression and anxiety, and it's such a good book. So I'm really glad, Jared, that you read it.
And I'm glad you're here, Jared.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you're here to share that with people. I think that's the beauty of books in this medium, is that, even if you can't, there's something out there for everybody that speaks to them. And I think that's beautiful because there are people that don't enjoy the same things we do, right? Like, there are things that touch me in different ways than books that touch me in different ways than others,
Starman.
Right? Yeah, like Starman. Oh, I can't talk about Starman without crying. Like, Starman is that
I'm not
important
crying now. You're a liar, phony, fake. Where are your tears?
You already punched my... You done? But yeah, it didn't affect my wife the same way. So
RG98.
I think it's wonderful that you're finding stuff. Gotta go, guys. Looking forward to Alf becoming the best-selling omnibus whenever it's announced. Y'all better buy that junk up if I ever announce it.
Oh, okay, Logan. Thank you. I'm glad that it
Yeah, you did really
glad
good. Yeah, Snorlax touches me in different ways. We learned that today. Thanks, Jared.
Tom King's Mr.
Miracle Man.
Miracle
Well,
Man.
Mr. Miracle.
Okay. Yeah, because I say Miracle Man too.
It's
I get
okay.
confused. Help my partner through her thoughts. Bits of Tom King's Batman helped me through a very rough time. Don't think either of us would have made it without something like that. Good. I'm so glad you guys found that.
I find certain books. I did a video, not to plug my video or my channel, but I guess you guys are here for a reason. About 3 or 4 years ago, I did a video with the 10 comics that are the most important to me, or help change me, or help make me who I am. And I was a bad kid growing up. I did a lot of bad stuff that took me to court and did community service. But I think that's why I look to Nightwing as one of my favorite runs, like Chuck Dixon and Scott McDaniel's Nightwing, because that was there at the Goodwill when I was volunteering because it was court mandated. And I remember reading those, and that brought back like those innocent times of reading comic books. And in a way, it kind of helped change me, like back to who I used to be, not what I was becoming. I do videos outside of this one.
Saturday morning fan saying, hope I got the package. I didn't have time to go with the
We
post
will
office,
next week.
This morning, but Omar's going to be going this week.
Should I read Hush Omnibus before Morrison's and Dini's Batman? Yeah. Yes. Although you're going to have some of Dini's issues in that Hush Omnibus with the Heart of Hush storyline. And then there's another Hush story that he did in Gotham, in the Gotham book.
So we have, I love how people are chiming in about.
Omar might have been a bad kid.
Wait, yeah, he was.
But I never hit anybody.
I'm so glad to hear that, Starscream. I love Starscream, by the way.
Yeah,
he is the boss. Hey, we've got, let's see, it is noon. Thank you guys so much for reminding us that it's teen time. And then we have Doc Holiday's super chat, but I know that's going to take a minute, so let's do that.
Oh, is this one of those? What would you do?
Okay. Okay, so guys, if you live in Europe and you're interested in buying and pre-ordering Omnis, you should definitely check out Walt's Comic Shop in Berlin, Germany, because they have flat shipping rate of €12 for all EU countries. Emails answered very quickly within 24 hours. Use the code near mint condition, all one word, and you get free shipping for all EU countries with your first order over €40. That's Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for Omnis and premium collected editions in Europe. Ting. Ting. Ting.
Oh, is that the? I'm sorry, I smashed your face earlier.
And also, I needed a third thing to do.
So I'm the third choice. Kissing me is the third thing to do. Okay. Marriage.
All right,
marriage.
Doc Holiday, thank you so much for the super chat.
Pick top.
Let's go.
5 Green Lantern stories, but I love that Doc.
Wait! I got Green Lantern. I got you. Here. There we go. Green Lantern.
And Doc always gives me 5 choices, like to pick from. And this is hard. Blackest Night, Emerald Twilight, Secret Origin of the Guardians, Green Lantern Recharge, Beware My Power, Sinestro Corps War, Rise of the Third Army, Green Lantern Earth 1, Revenge of the Green Lanterns, and Green Lantern Rebirth. All right, here we go. Oh, Lord. Green Lantern Rebirth, #1. That book forever changed me, too. Like, I love that book. Book is not about giving up and just keep moving forward. Emerald Twilight, introduction to my favorite Green Lantern, Kyle Rayner. I know what it did to Hal Jordan. I'm sorry, but New Dawn, that stuff that came right after Emerald Twilight, yeah. And I got to go with the Sinestro Corps War. That has to be one of my favorite endings of any crossover. Green Lantern's Recharge. And Blackest Night. There we go. I did it.
Yay! And Jack's got a super chat for us. Thank you. Omar, did you ever think of your personal relationship with your own father in relation to the story told within Robinson's Starman run?
Yeah, I see that. And maybe maybe that's the beauty that I find in it. But honestly, I see relationships in comics like between a parent and a kid, like a mother and a daughter, that reminds me of the relationship I have with my father or my little girls, right? It doesn't have to be a man and another man for me to relate back to my father, I think. But I do see a little bit of that just in the way that Jack's dad is, right? The original. So, yeah, I do see that, man. So it's so good. If you've never read it, it's go get the compendium. All of Jeff Johns' Green Lantern is one massive blob in my head. That is true. Boo, Green Lantern, boo. Bar. If Harley Quinn got a stupid ring, you would be all over that. There's my brother.
What about Green Lantern New Gods, Godhead?
That's a good one. I like that one too.
Emerald Dawn.
It's a great Green Lantern story. Right. It puts you in the spot, right? It puts you in that. What if I had become Green Lantern? I love it. Good morning, Omar and Melanie. Derek, how are you, my brother? Hopefully one day DC will make an absolute Starman, and I will absolutely cry it. My wife and I survived 100-year flood a month ago in New York. Thankfully, my collected editions weren't in my basement. The Promised One. Dude, I'm glad you guys are okay. If you had one nominee to say for Marvel, DC, and Image, what would they be?
Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you for the super chat. I'm glad that you and your wife and your family are okay, brother. In your books, of course. I got to go with Uncanny 1. It's signed by people that are no longer with us for Marvel. From DC. What would I say from DC? I guess it would be a book that's out of print because I got to think, right? If I only have one book, I'm like, we got to go. What's closest to me? Maybe no, customs don't count. I'm not doing customs.
I'm sorry, I was laughing at what's reading.
Gotham Central? Yeah, I love Gotham Central. That's one of the best. And as far as Image, my Joe Mad Battle Cat. Nope, not Battle Cats. Battle Warriors. Battle Chasers. Battle Warriors. I gotta go with that, man. I gotta go with Battle Chasers. Because it's the big hardcover. I have no idea. I don't know why Joe Mad doesn't have faith in his art to sell.
Kingsport Cow, thank you for the super chat.
Hold on.
I watched a clip of a cheetah take it down a gazelle. It was more enthralling than WW.
I was like, where's he going with that?
Mel recreated the Will Smith Chris Rock slap. That's for me.
Yeah, you did to keep my. What was I even talking about that led to that?
No, I have no idea. Why did I hit you with that?
I think we need to go back to couples therapy there, Melanie.
I told you I got the memory of a goldfish. I don't know. Y'all,
you don't even know why you smacked me.
Why did I smack you?
Harley would somehow find her way into Green Lantern Corps, even for a few issues, with the way that DC writers write her these days. Gnort!
Would you rather have a Burn Superman Omni or four-ish Omnis between Exile and Death Return? Burn stuff was good, but the team of Jerkins, Ordway, Simonson, Stern blew it away.
Man, this is a Sophie's Choice moment because I want both. Okay, it's not as dramatic as Sophie's Choice.
Okay.
Triangle years. Don't worry. I time. I can't even read it. I got a concussion. I got a concussion. Hey, Omar, will you do a review of Iron Man Volume 1, the reprint, to be released this month? I absolutely will.
Ooh, and it's the Watcher Supreme.
Speaking of
the Watcher Supreme,
we do got a box from Marvel. Let's open that sucker up. And while
yeah!
Death and Return of Superman, all his printings.
Yeah! Don't touch my Snorlax, Start the Violence. Oh, is that what you did?
That's what I said. Don't touch Snorlax.
Don't touch Snorlax.
We gotta be married 20 years before you can touch my Snorlax.
Oh, you all.
They know.
I swear, last night, no, this. When on the AMA, I was asking for Deadpool recommendations. And then I said, okay, give me the trades. And you were like complaining. And I yelled, well, excuse me that your wife wants to read these comic books.
You gonna rat me out?
Yes,
After smacking me.
Yes, I am.
All right, let's do it. Wolverine Omnibus Volume 4. Here's our first look at it together. All of us together. I cannot wait to see what's under the dust jacket. Please, 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 please let it be what I think it is. It's not. Aww. Dang it. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But it is comic book panels from the book with art by Tex, Dwayne
God, this is
Turner, Andy Kubert, Adam Kubert.
Got that Cowboy Wolverine?
Cowboy Wolverine, Sam Keith.
Ooh, there's the Jubilee with Wolverine.
All right,
and he's
well,
like big, thick.
So yes, by the way, I went with the text cover, and I shared on our social media what the covers and the spines all look like. This has the Dwayne Turner on the spine, but that's the cover that I chose. This is printed at the iMac printer. I can already tell you because it smells like it. But it does not have a strong smell, but it does smell like iMac printer. Oh, somebody was just asking about that.
Well, here we go.
Table of contents. All right, who was asking about? Oh, and Phoenix.
I throw these, but I don't want to hit the book.
I have to run, but thank you, wonderful people, for all that you do. Thank you, Jared, for being here. What was I hoping for? I was hoping for.
Oh, I want to read this.
Sins of Sinister.
Yeah.
Oh, here. I was hoping for the Tex Sabretooth underneath the dust jacket. I was hoping for the Sabretooth cover that's a wraparound from issue number 1 that had the die cut on it. That's just me, but that's okay.
This package.
Oh, no. He may not want his name shown. Or she.
The carton has been packed by.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes people don't like their name out there. Sins of Sinister hardcover just came in from Marvel. I didn't mean. Avengers Omnibus Volume 4. This is the reprint. This is the direct market cover. The art of Thor, Love and Thunder. I'll just give that to Amanda after I do the overview. Oh, yes. Look at that cover. This is the Phoenix, matching the Phoenix Volume 1 with... Is that Paul Smith? That is Paul Smith right there. On the spine and the back. And people that have been asking about Maestro, if it matches the spine of Incredible Hulk by Peter David. My love, can you get me a Peter David omnibus? Because I don't know if it does or not.
Where are they?
Okay. Alphabetical order, Hulk. Just give me like a volume 1 or 2 or 3, whatever. So the Maestro that comes out next month. This is the cover I want. Of course, I had to get that cover. And then the back of the book. I think the standard edition is Greg Land, if I'm not. No. The direct market is Greg Land. But I mean, when you're like George Perez or Greg Land, oh man. Yeah, and to the person that was asking me if it's worth a double dip, if you really like the character, absolutely it is. All right, so here's the spine to Hulk Volume 1.
And they're all black.
They all kind of look like this. So this is the way it looks. I'm sorry, let me line it up a little bit better. There we go. By Peter David. So not really, because the Peter David name is underneath Maestro. There we go. Phoenix Volume 2 is out. No, it comes out next month. This is just stuff that Marvel sends me a little bit early. So to kind of give you an idea, it doesn't match, but it does have Peter David's name at the bottom. It's got the picture across the bottom and then the top there. You guys want to look at it underneath the dust jacket while we do some answers?
Yeah, I can open it up.
All right. Let me wow, this Phoenix. This is the standard edition cover, by the way. It's beautiful. And it was a hard choice because the direct market cover was done by one of my favorite artists, Rick Leonardi. But Art Gem just kills it with that cover. Oh, that's beautiful. I was looking through Wolverine. Well. All right, let's see Maestro.
Okay.
You pick some questions.
Roy's saying that honestly they look great together.
Okay. Yeah. I can see both people wanting to match, of course. And I hope there's more. Does Maestro conduct a symphony in any other? O para mis hermanos y hermanas latinas, Maestro. Oh my God. What's up, Erwin Goo? Oh, hell! Yes!
How can you love Rick Leonardi? I'll never.
Oh, dude, I love that, man.
Oh, but here, you're excited about that. Okay.
Rick Leonardi, dude, like one of the most a wonderful artist that I grew up and forever changing his style. Like Rick Leonardi in my childhood was just a solid artist. You put him and then Terry Austin inking his stuff, so good. Yes, it is the George Perez. This is
what's going on here?
The trophy room.
Professor saying that?
No. Don't read it. That might be a spoiler, but this is. Remember, keep in mind this is a possible future. So this is the trophy room. So it's the underneath the dust jacket. That is the right choice for. To kind of give you a better view, I'll open it up. It's not the professor, but it is the Professor X's chair.
Ooh, Charlie's already got the Mortal Hulk here in Scotland. It came last week.
That's awesome. Yeah, it comes out. Well, it's supposed to come out next week for everybody. It's cool. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Rick, man. I love Rick Leonardi's art style, and it forever changes. Mm-hmm. But I get it. He's definitely not for everybody, right? Definitely not for everybody. I'm so glad they did. Yes, I was worried that they would do the Maestro miniseries that lead into Future Imperfect. But Future Imperfect has to be first. So I'm glad that it's mapped with Future Imperfect. Look at this. Look at George Perez's artwork. And I know, you have this already in Omnibus volume. I think it's in 3. Right? It's in 3. That's just madness, man.
Yeah, I say he's a goat.
Perez is the goat. Oh, that was
Is the cover under both Dust Jacket versions? Is that the cover under both?
Yes. They never changed the covers on the art on board.
Another board spine without a title.
Yeah, it doesn't have a title. Some of them do come with titles. Like most of the Silver Age books do have a title in the middle. Some of the modern stuff does not.
How many times do you stretch the spine of an average size Omni?
Probably 2 or 3 times. Really.
Like Amazing Spider-Man Volume 1?
Yeah, and depending on the printer. If it was a Donnelly printer, I think twice usually does it for me. Look at that. Oh. And iMac printers probably about 3 times. Although Immortal Hulk, I'm not exaggerating, 7 times. Oh my goodness gracious, Maestro looks gorgeous. I think I clicked the pre-order button thrice. Oh, Jan, if you're in for a treat. The Preludes are so good. And this is the only book that has the Abomination storyline in it by Angel Medina. 90s goodness.
Do you stretch glued bindings or just sewn?
Usually just sewn. Roguish type. Glued, unless it's got like excess glue, like if you're talking like glue, like in the Batman Capullo Omnibus, that had a lot of glue. Sometimes I do that a few times.
I'm missing super chats tonight.
I don't think you did, baby.
Did you answer Lionheart?
No, I didn't.
Okay, I did. Lionheart, so sorry.
And it's his birthday yesterday, Melanie.
Oh, gosh, I failed. Thank you for the super
top 5
chat.
Marvel superheroes. All right, Wolverine. You already know. You already know. Wolverine.
I'm giving you out.
Storm. I love Storm. Okay, let's do Hulk. Hulk is up there, but it has to be the right writer on Hulk, the proper writer on Hulk. Daredevil, and man, I gotta get out of X-Men. Don't do X-Men. Come on, keep it together. Keep it together. Don't do X-Men.
Bar freaks me out too. Like I was reading Joe Kelly's Deadpool, and I opened it up to show him something. I was like, "Oh my gosh, it just cracked!" Like,
I'm trying to think. Who's the other character? Without going into X-Men, who would I choose? Well, I guess Black Knight. I really like the Black Knight. Can the Maestro Omni be read as standalone? Yes, it absolutely can. Because this is just focusing on the character Maestro and his appearances through Hulk and through the miniseries that leads into the big run. Do you have the Batman Metal series? Yes, yep. The Metal Death Metal Omnibus comes out next year, but I do have the Absolute already.
What about Absolutes and Remender HCs? How many times do you stretch the spines?
Just twice, but Image is hit and miss. Sometimes the spines are bad. Like Bitterroot had one of the worst spines I've seen in years, and I was hoping that book was one of my most wanted, but yeah, my spine busted on me.
You didn't pick Speedball. You're not a true New
I'm not a New Force fan.
Flint's top 5: Wolverine, Mags, Kitty, Kamala, Sue Storm.
Those are good. Yeah,
Spider-Man
is just he's up in top 10 for sure, but not top 5.
Oh man,
I went with Black Knight.
Look, Axel that's okay. Ben Grimm. That's
is
unique.
good.
I mean,
that's Stan Lee's favorite.
Yesterday when we were doing professional development,
they're not done with school stories.
What did they mentioned? I'm sure comics. Actually, the superintendent came dressed out as Iron Man.
Like Iron Man.
There was
armor?
a point to it. Well, he had the mask on. He had this other. It was a conglomeration of costumes. But anyway, Iron Man. Yeah.
The Combo Man.
And the person I was sitting next to said she had a crush on. It was a fictional character, or she remember asking her mom, like, "Is it possible to have a crush on a fictional character?" I was like, "Oh yes, I've had a crush on Spider-Man since I was in middle school." I even did like the old lady hand thing. I'm like, "Oh, of course you can." I honestly like just don't get how could you think you couldn't? It doesn't matter that they're fictional. They're characters. If they're well developed, you get a crush on them, sure.
Yeah, you get a crush on people's personalities, right? You start to develop crushes because of people's personalities sometimes. I mean, yeah, you're attracted to people visually. And
I love Spider-Man. I also hate most Spider-Man books. Because you love Spider-Man so much.
Dude, go to Dr. Dude, ¿cómo estás, hermano? I haven't talked to you in so long. How are you doing? Dude, this gentleman right here.
Crush on Rogue since 1992.
He's had a crush on Rogue since 11992, which is...
Wait, are you so far in the future? It's like a circle and you come back.
He's from an alternate
reality.
It's in
the past, but it's the future. Oh, I can't say
I will never forget Dr. Mike being the first one that ever sent me anything on the channel. And I thought, oh my gosh, somebody's watching? This was years ago whenever we had panel videos. And he's like, hey man, do you have, it was a video game on the Switch. And I was like, no. He's like, well, I traveled, across the seas all the time. I'll get you a copy.
Aww.
And I was like, really? Dude, you don't have to do that. Yeah, I knew what you meant, my brother. I hope you're doing well.
So far in the future.
But I will always remember that, as like, so not because he sent me something, but just because it meant like, oh, somebody watches me and likes me enough to think about me after the show's over to pick something up for me.
Aww.
And I thought that was so sweet, man. Combo Man. That's right, baby.
Aww.
Do they still make combos? That's a good question.
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
Because when I'm at the gas station, I see them. It makes me think about the lake and being a kid eating combos. And I'm like, didn't really like them. Don't want to buy them. Just reminds me of the lake. Volume 1 of the Phoenix Omni.
I do. She is down here. Just down here. You want to see them together? Is that what you want? Yeah.
Whoa, wait. What did Bart do that made her like ultra attractive? Okay.
What?
My favorite DC heroes: Batman, Wonder Woman, Batwoman, Cast, Batgirl, Supergirl.
Are you asking and answering?
Well,
your own
I guess
questions?
Hannah is approving. Here, okay. What we're doing? We're holding up. What? What am I doing with it?
Oh, somebody wanted to see them together. That's volume 1. This is
okay. So next, there
this
you go.
Is another one that's a standard edition cover.
Okay, here, just a second.
And
that looks good.
Sorry, there.
Well, it.
You get the idea. Volume 1 and 1. Volume 2 is thick.
God, look how much bigger it is.
It's a thick girl. What's going on now?
What's the most expensive purchase you've made that you probably shouldn't have? For me, it is my EC comic slipcase collection, Tales, Haunt, and Vault. Do I regret it? Do I regret? I don't know. Dang nostalgia.
Right here. That.
How much did you pay for that?
I waited too long. That book, that slipped. That, by the way, is the Fantagraphics first printing of the Usagi Yojimbo hardcovers that they said would never ever be reprinted. I missed out on it, and it was the only time I did this. I think it was 350, 375, something like that, plus shipping. So, yeah.
I'm sorry, how much was it?
375 plus shipping.
I was expecting more.
Because it was out of print. Well, I mean, that was 14 years ago or so. So that was a lot of money back then. And I swore that was the last time that I was ever going to overpay for something. I would just wait around. And yeah, so you're not alone.
Right? Says Omar, I think about you all the time.
Thank you. Right?
And now, history says now it's probably that it went into a third printing now, I believe.
Yeah, I hate you, Newsblue Channel. Why'd you have to tell me that? No, but I'm not one of these people that's like, that doesn't need to go into print. That makes my book less special. I'm glad that it's going back into printing so people can experience these stories. It needs to stay in print. Those hardcovers are wonderful. So yeah, I've never been snooty about that. I think it's great that they reprint stuff, but that's the one that I was like, but you guys said it wasn't coming back to print. And then when they announced the reprint, I was like, what? You lied. Dang it.
Jack Ferry, thank you for the super.
Tú sabes cómo me gustan, hermano. What are you looking for now?
Salma
Hayek.
Oh, okay, sure. There we go. Wait, which one can I use? That
in
one?
the pool. Okay, that's not
just...
Salma Hayek, but
that's not.
I'll take that one.
Wait, I can't show that one.
It's not like she's naked. She's just in the pool. It's a woman in her 50s, almost 60s, celebrating her life.
She looks amazing. Still living in Istanbul, and you are also my friends. Oh, you live in Istanbul. Un abrazo, Omar.
Un abrazo.
The game I sent you was.
I remember the name. I didn't know if people knew what it was, but thank you, my brother. Seriously, I think about that. I have it upstairs with me.
Totally Spies was hot, weren't they?
Okay, Totally Spies looks like an Esurance commercial. How did you find them hot? But you know what? You do you, Bar. I'm so confused about those Usagi Yojimbo reprints. Are the initial volumes never going to Dark Horse? We know the IDW's volumes eventually are. Yes, the rights to the first 7 volumes, which are found in that box set, are available only in the original format from Fantagraphics in black and white. The colored versions with new mapping are available through IDW. So you can get them from either place.
Yes, James, thank you. I have one red Wonder Woman Historia. I saw a post that NMC is having a book club on that book at the end of the month, and Omar and I did a review on it. Video. We highly recommend it. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. It's
for the art alone, that book is amazing
and deep. And just, oh man, yeah, that's a must buy.
17 plus, despite what Melanie tells you in the
I
video.
know, I was like, oh, it's fine. I was like, oh, it's rated 17 plus. Well,
what you find?
What am I trying to say? So, book club at the end of the month, and we do this monthly, but we haven't done our August one yet. Meet on Zoom through Patreon and discuss the book that people voted for, and just chill and have some fun. So if you're interested in that, that is the same tier, the $7.77 tier as the Ask Me Anything tier.
We have a lot of fun with this.
Yeah, the $5 tier is the Discord. Yeah, the tier started $1. So check it out.
David Cox. I played it for 30 minutes and I died 5 times.
See if you see anything interesting on Patreon, anything catch your attention, because it's definitely a great way to support the channel. That's the way Omar can make as many videos as he does, and make this his job. So thank you all.
Seriously,
and
thank you all.
Hannah, look at this. I mean, this right here, I couldn't have put it better. His story is like somebody expressing an orgasm on paper.
I feel the same about
that. Is
Starman.
That's poetic.
Yeah. Hey, Kaylee's here. Hey, Miss V. Somebody saying.
Hi, Kaylee.
Is that one of your students? And you just read that thing about Historia. Sorry, Kaylee. This is the Saturday stream. I don't even know what that...
you're not in my class anymore, so it's all good.
No, it's not.
And I already looked at my roster, so you're not.
Can you do a review video on the Immortal Hulk Omnibus for us? I can't. I'm actually going to put it on. I guess I'll put it up on Patreon tonight. For the people in the early access tier.
Yeah, that's another thing.
People have been asking me about that one, so I recorded it last week, but I'll put it up tonight. Hannah, thanks for putting me off this story. Look, Hannah, not everybody's into the Big O, okay? And I ain't talking about that giant robot.
The Big O, the cartoon. Big O, Big O, Big O.
Order my Usagi Yojimbo special edition from cheap graphic novels Nick and Denzel for a very good price. Hardly can wait for it. Oh, if you've not read it, it's so beautiful. It's so good.
Or you can, right?
Like,
you
it
can
takes.
Attend because I'm sorry I interrupted you.
It's okay, Omar. I wanted to thank you for putting so many great interviews.
It's at 4 p.m. You can
in the last few months. Oh, thank you, man. That means a lot. And thank you for watching them. And even if you're not, even if you can't watch them live, because that really means a lot to me. Because I know some of those people are trying to get their books funded, and they're not really big names. It's not like I'm interviewing Grant Morrison or Jim Lee, but I like interviewing people that are trying to get their books and people finding their books through the channel. I feel like I'm giving this platform not to keep the likes and views up, for me, but also to share the love and give that opportunity for people that are struggling, try, tell a story and have their books shown. So that's why I do it. So yeah, of course I'll interview Jim Lee and Grant Morrison if given the time. But also I like highlighting people that don't have a following that one day could, because they're given that opportunity, because I feel like I was giving a lot of opportunities doing this. So thank you. That was my long-winded thank you.
No, it's not long-winded. Kevin's asking, yes, Bar, because our last name is difficult to pronounce. I was like, you call me Mrs. V. That's fine too. Like, I like it. Either way. When are we going to get a new Venom Volume 2 printing?
I haven't heard. Did you all vote for that one? Did it make it? Bar, it's a weird way to describe a Wonder Woman book. What's up, Omni Nation? The man with the most contagious laugh on the internet. How are you, brother? Love you guys. And Omar, Desi Maestro on the screen.
Okay, here's hold that back up for Omni Nation Comics.
Okay, he's worth it. He's good people. He's good people. Yeah, man, it's coming out later. Oh no, in September. This one comes out in September. Stories in here are solid. Starts off with Future Imperfect, which is exactly how I would have mapped it. I'm sure there was argument in the mapping department going, no, we got to start with the prequels. No, the hook is Perez's artwork. And then you go to the prequels. So, yeah, man.
Jeff, thank you for the super chat. I always had a soft spot for you, Costa. Who's that?
Bride of Ultron. Later became an Avenger.
Oh, okay.
She was,
gotcha. So that's your crush. And Hannah, I don't
Japan's
think...
releasing those robots, right? Jeff? Just saying.
I don't think. Oh wait, she's a robot. Well, Ultron's a robot. You could have a crush on Ultron. I wouldn't, but you could. Hannah, y'all treat your teachers with a lot more respect than they did at my school. Oh, heck, fire no. What? Oh, because you say Mrs. and Mister. I other times though, no, it's not. Not that much respect. Because, and I'll tell you why. You want to know why they did away with D halls, detention after school. It's a thing of the past. Oh my goodness, that makes me upset. I've seen you've been doing these interviews, although I don't know who most of them are. It's still cool to see you growing.
Oh, thank you, brother. I appreciate that, and it's always good to see you in the chat, man. Always a pleasure seeing everybody. Join when they can. Have you met Will Spertasio? I haven't yet, and I did reach out to his people about doing an interview with him. And like I said, I may be going to New York Comic Con again, and I'll be hoping to do some interviews up there. New York
Comic Con!
I guess it was meant to be. Dark Horse Firefly versus Boom Studios Firefly. Firefly is my answer. I've only read the Dark Horse stuff, so I actually just found all 9 of my variant covers for the original Fire. I was that excited. Hey man, any idea when the next upcoming Epic Collection video is due? September, I think we'll probably start doing stuff.
Oh, Omni Nation Comics. I like your review. Get it, Maestro? Haha. You're cover sexy.
Go back and see what's underneath the dust jacket, because it's so good. It's the only thing that you can put underneath the dust jacket, I think. I'm going to try to attend the book club this month. This is Wonder Woman. Yeah. Good for you, Edwin. It was a pleasure having you there last time.
Have you seen my adventures with Superman? The character designs they did reminds me of Guts and Casca.
No, but Amanda and I were thinking about reviewing it because she's been watching it, and I need to watch it.
Melanie, the name Yocasta has some meanings from Greek tragedy. Oh,
that is true.
And I don't know it. I'm a horrible English teacher.
Go to that one right there.
Bar says we call our teachers by their first names with no Mr. and Mrs. Oh.
Really?
Any news on Thor Epic Collection, The Fall of Asgard?
I don't think that's due for a reprint yet. I thought it was on the reprint. It's scheduled for next week, decided. I believe so. Tomorrow is my haul, but it's a different haul. It's my Kyle Pile haul. Kyle sent me... I'm not kidding. Kyle is the man.
No, just what if you called it that? But people wouldn't know.
The people that have been watching
Kyle Pile haul.
People that have been watching my haul videos
for somebody's feed.
Kyle sends me stuff like,
Kyle,
people that don't watch my channel.
That's what I'm saying.
But Kyle has been saving so many books, and for my birthday, he finally sent 2 boxes worth of books, and oh my gosh, it's amazing. So it's a different kind of haul than my regular hauls that I have. Like people are like, "Where's your Kyle pile?" And I'm like, "Oh man, he's saving it," and he did. Holy crap! That's tomorrow. Monday is the Immortal Hulk and the Elden Ring overview. Tuesday is the Marvel Trades and Old Reader, New Reader. Wednesday is my top 10 favorite DC, or my top 10 DC Omnis in print for new readers, because people have suggested that, and I kind of struggled with my favorite top 10 or top 10 that I think new readers would enjoy. So I'm going to go with new readers.
Kyle pile is something that never should be said again. And Rahul said that Kyle hauls are epic.
Oh, thank you. See, Rahul knows.
No, I'm not saying they're not good. It's just
Thursday.
Kyle pile.
That's what I call it. Oh, you people make me snap. Yes, I said you people. Thursdays, I think that's when I'm doing the Dark Horse overviews or the Frankfort Zeta book. And then Friday is the overview of the Rebellion 2000 AD art book and the DC solicitations. As well, I think Amanda and I are going to review Blue Beetle that day. Partworks Collector, yes, Yocasta Machine Man. Yeah, he knows.
I do not consent to the.
All right, fine. We're calling it something else. I need to go take Kyle Pyle. You all are the worst.
Megan Sharp just said howdy.
It was not helping if you're laughing.
With Country Omar. How would you rank Batman No Man's Land Omnis?
Solid. Oh wait, rank.
Wait, yeah.
So there's two Omnis for.
So Richard, do you mean like which one?
Total...
I rate it as which one is better than the other. Like
Road to No Man's Land. Okay, my favorite is No Man's Land Volume 1 is my favorite. Road to No Man's Land Volume 2 is my second favorite. And then the third one is Road to No Man's Land 3. Man, something huge happens in there.
There you go.
Saturday at a Transformer trade announcement. No, please don't let people think that, because then they're gonna be disappointed, and that always happens. They're like, "How dare you?" And I'm like, all I said was I'm talking about trades.
We can blame Michael. Anyway, Marvel DC would put out the amalgam stuff. Mm-hmm. They seem to be much more comfortable reprinting other in intercompany crossovers than with each other.
Yeah, it's a huge thing that licensing gets involved and then lawyers get involved. So there you go. That's what's going on.
How about that Jack Monroe Nomad Omni?
Yeah, I haven't heard that in a while. How are you, man?
Okay. Baby Zap, that was fun. Thanks for the Maestro. Do you say Maestro or Maestro? Maestro. Yeah, that's good.
But that's not how you really say it. I don't have Shaolin Cowboy yet, Elan. I'm going to get that this week. I think it comes out, or I'm getting it the 16th.
Help Flying Puppet Comic 004. Can't decide what to read next. Is this Uncanny X-Men or Ultimate X-Men?
Uncanny X-Men. That is the Ultimate X-Men Volume 3.
The Boys or TMNT Companion Volume 1. Please help.
You want the best? Or do you want good that takes you to the best? Because you got some good stuff here. Well, Uncanny X-Men Volume 3 is the best Uncanny X-Men Omnibus. That has the best story. That's not how you say it. So I would go with The Boys, then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and then Uncanny 3. That's what I would do.
Are you saving the best for last?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, there you go. Was Heroes for Hope a good story? I know it was for charity, but is there a chance it'll be reprinted anywhere?
I asked about that, and for some reason they never got back to me. I think that could be because. So Heroes for Hope was interesting because it was charity, but it was also written by like a different writer each page. Like Harlan Ellison did a page, Stephen King did a page.
Oh, I like doing that in class.
And Chris Claremont, but it's one story. Is it cohesive? Yeah, it could. There's an overall, editor that puts it together. And since it was done for charity, I don't know if it can be reprinted. It's kind of like that. What is the X-Men at the Texas State Fair book? Obnoxio the Clown. Not that was for charity versus the X-Men. My favorite member of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants.
That's a good question.
That is a freaking awesome question. Oh, it's hard, right? Destiny, Mystique. I love those characters, but now I don't even see them as Brotherhood of Evil Mutants anymore.
Yeah.
I like the complexity of Toad that started off as this like Igor to Magneto, right? The sidekick that's ugly and has this creepy fascination with Scarlet Witch.
Oh yeah.
But then developed into his own maniacal type of villain, and then he became a janitor at the Jean Grey school for gifted youngsters.
He did?
Yeah, that was during Wolverine and the X-Men.
The cartoon?
No, the Wolverine and the X-Men comic. Pyro is solid. I like Avalanche is good. But I like the era of like Stonewall and the Crimson what is his name? Not Crimson Dynamo, the Crimson Commando, that guy. Silver Sable. Man, this is hard. I guess I would have to go with Pyro. I like Pyro. And then Fantasia, who has untapped potential. X-Men Evolution really did the Toad well. And Avalanche. Yeah, Avalanche was solid in that show. Gracias. Let's go, bub.
Omnibus got DC Starman Compendium. Is that the same Starman that you love?
Yes, it is, my brother.
There you go.
And that compendium actually has more than the hardcovers because it has the Shade miniseries at the end. Omar, thoughts on Hellblazer Omni? It's the best Hellblazer story. That's the downside to getting that. Because you're talking about the Garth Ennis one. It's the only omnibus that's available of Hellblazer. But you'll never, like, in my opinion, you'll never read anything just as good. It's all, and I don't want to say downhill because there are some wonderful writers like that took over the run. And Jamie Delano's run is solid too, the one that starts it. Cleaning toilets. Shut up, Cody Summers. Don't take things out of context. Where do you read Evolution of Toad in? Oh, it's everywhere. It's in Uncanny X-Men. It's in, I mean, even in New Mutants, you see him appear in adjectiveless X-Men, in X-Force. In X-Force is when he really changed a lot, though. That's when he became the leader of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. And especially it was a big surprise, like to see him as the big, surprising lead of the villains in the Kings of Pain with another character. They're playing chess together, and you're like, oh,
I want to open up Sinister.
Sins of Sinister?
Yeah, sorry,
it's okay. Here you go. I was looking through the Wolverine Omnibus Volume 4 and just reminiscing on some of these stories in here.
Yeah, your favorite Starman is from Mega Man 5.
No, is that New Squeak? I knew it was New Squeak Channel. This is what I wanted underneath the dust jacket, by the way. The wraparound cover of Sabretooth by Tex. I think it's so awesome. But they put comic book panels in there instead.
What?
Worst Spider-Man character? Paul. Paul's the worst.
Let's see.
No, that's the Logan story right here. I can tell by Kent Williams' artwork. Wolverine the Killing, Dwayne Turner.
Transcendent Travis is saying, do you think with this new DC collected editions that you might end up having a close relationship with them like you do with Marvel?
Well, it's not for lack of trying. I do email them. Maybe they'll have somebody new that will take over their department, and maybe they'll be more willing to reach back out to me, if you will. So I do try. Man, the scans on the Dwayne Turner stories, they're the same as the Epic collection, where they use these computer colors and the scans look a little muddy or muddled. But how's the scans on?
It's nice
Those
and
are
clean,
good.
classic.
Solid.
We're at 21.
Fatal Attractions,
21, so
baby.
happy about it.
Oh, Sins of Sinister. Oh, I like underneath the dust jacket. Is that a
I like it
Mueller
too.
design? Tom Mueller? Looks like a Tom Mueller design. Hey, this is thick. Was this printed in America?
That chemical smell.
Oh, then it must be IMAX. Well, paper stock seems like
Whoa,
American.
what's he saying?
Oh, this is the Mega printer. This is the other printer that's located in Turkey.
Yes. Okay, this is like the second page. So it's He's saying, to me, my me's.
Yeah, so this is printed at the Mega printer.
Oh man, who wrote this?
Move over, Norman. Take a hike, Otto. The greatest Spider-Man villain has arrived. Can the wall crawler survive the arrival of Paul? I hope Marvel reprints Fatal Attractions one day. I'll definitely be ready to add that to my collection of Omnis. Yeah, I don't see why not. Though I'm sure that will come back to print as an omnibus. That red diamond, though. Yeah, I like that design. And that does look like a mule.
Wait, why do they have red diamond?
No. Just don't ruin it. People aren't there yet.
It's the third page.
All right, we'll do a review of it, and we'll do it together. I just went back and saw the dust jacket, underneath the dust jacket of Maestro, and oh my God, they outdid themselves with that one. Yeah, man, that's a good design. I like it. Sister Sinister's kind of small. Is the story any good?
Oh,
I read some of it in trade. I haven't read all of it, so I'm about to. So yes, that is a Tom Mueller design. It looks like one. Big fan of his work.
Oh, yeah, super chat.
Will the X-Men Epic line eventually cover all the Uncanny X-Men? Absolutely, it will. Well, Harvey, Uncanny X-Men will probably outlive you and I, but we'll get there.
Partworks Comic Street. Yeah, I saw Gillian Ewing.
It's Al Ewing, it's Kieran Gillen, and Ben Percy, I think.
Somebody that didn't recognize.
Here's the writers: Kieran Gillen,
Cy Spurrier. Yeah,
was a phenomenal writer.
It's those three.
Al Ewing. Oh, it's not Ben Percy.
Like
huh?
It goes back and forth.
Okay. Best Zeb Wells Spider-Man story.
Oh, and thank you for the super chat.
Okier one's good. Zeb Wells Spider-Man story.
Shoot, what's it called?
I gotta go with the first volume.
Yeah, the first volume.
What is it? 6 months later or something like that?
No, it's got the word love in it.
Okay, I can't remember what it's called, but I really like the first volume.
It was so good.
It gave me hope. Go to Jack Ferry. Do you know who this is? Mortimer Toynbee. Give you a guess.
The Toynbee tiles?
No.
That dude that put the 2001 Space Odyssey tiles on
just
the
Toad.
road?
It's just Toad.
Which
is why he has a toad there.
Okay. I was going deep.
Final Justice.
That documentary, that mystery.
Stars and Stripes. What was his other move? Oh, Captain America.
I'm talking about 2001
was
Space
the
Odyssey,
most American fighter in Marvel vs. Capcom.
I don't care. I'm talking about 2000.
Justice. Stars and Stripes. I can't remember his other move. It was so ridiculous. Like, what was his other attack? Like, he threw his shield and he would say something like,
"You all answer.
Face the flag, you bat." I can't remember what I don't know what it was. Does anybody else remember the attacks from freaking? Where's Final or what's his name? My boy that always threatens me.
Oh, thank you, Max. Thank you.
It's his birthday. Lionheart. Lionheart, you still here? What was his other attack? Put your hand on your chest and worship the flag, you commie. Do you think the A stands for France? Oh, come on. Somebody help me here.
Oh, my gosh.
Stars and Stripes and Final Justice were two of his attacks. Shield Slash. That's it. Thank you. Okay, not as cool as
so you will stop making up names.
I'll stop making up names. I was trying to think of the most patriotic thing. Melanie, it's just the beginning of the book.
Without love.
But what leads to Sins of Sinister is a spoiler because it's basically the result of the current Immortal X-Men.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you need to read those first. 2001 Space Odyssey versus Monty Python. Like Monty Python. No, don't tell you what. Don't, not right now.
Well, no, not right now.
Shield Slash. Thumbs up, soldier. Yeah, everybody remembers that. Thanks for the review of Righteous Thirst for Vengeance. I usually don't read Remember, but this book looks really good. It's a fast read, man.
I was right, yo.
Latest issue of Spidey. They made the boy who collected Spidey a joke or something as he... Wait, what? They can't go back to that story. Worship the flag. That wasn't it. Guess I also need to continue Immortal X-Men then. That's a good title. I like X-Men Red and Immortal X-Men.
The Toynbee tiles. That's what I thought you were talking about, Jack Ferry.
Yeah, that's the 2001
Watch this documentary. Oh, it's so good.
That's not Cap. That's Wolverine. Berserker Barrage. When I was a kid, I couldn't hear what he was saying. So I thought he was saying paper, scissors, rock. Something like that. Paper, scissors, rock. But no, he was saying Berserker Barrage. Yeah. Welcome to the Saturday stream where anything goes now.
It's only 10 issues. Well, okay.
How frequently do those X-Men galas take place in continuity?
Oh, in continuity.
That's like 2 weeks, right? Oh, yeah, you're right. It's like 2 weeks. We're having another gala. I have another dress ready for this gala. That last one was fun, though. Anyway, I liked it. Shield Slash. Thank you, Harry. not worship the flag. Omar, what near in-joke reference do you find the most baffling? Which do you rank as a 6 out of 10 occult detective? Alf? The fact that like 4 years later people are still joking about Alf, or maybe they're serious about Alf.
I'll tell you every time. Some people are, sure.
Omar, will you be getting a copy of My Friend Toby? Oh, I need to email Magnetic Press. I will ask. I think it comes out next month, but I'll be asking if I can have an advanced copy and do an overview of it. I liked it, but I wanted an Omni or some hardcover. What's that? The Hut Destroyer? Love your Green Arrow pick, by the way.
How badly do I need to read Zoe Thorogood's work? And how close does the tissue box need to be? Yes, it all looks so good and introspective. I really enjoyed Lonely at the Center of the Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing I've read, but I'm sure I would like more of her work.
I really loved, what was it? The Rain book. That was an original idea by Joe Hill. That book is freaking awesome. I think I did a hidden gem on it. Paper, Scissors, Rocks. That's from Alex Kidd and Miracle World. Alex Kidd. The Last Gala was, dude, I loved it. I don't know if Roberto Rodriguez is in the chat still, but he did not like it. Alf is no joke. New Warriors is a joke. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with you?
The Hut Destroyer is saying the Immortal X-Men is what this person was referring to.
Oh, okay, yeah. I hope so too. The Impending Blindness of Billy Scott is her best book. Hannah, I heard it was, so I want to go back and read that. Too. Omar, what is the one story that Jess is 100% wrong about? I can't share stories like that without him in the chat. Jess is a wonderful human being, but he is very forgetful. So my favorite stories are the ones that he forgets, that like things that we've talked about in the past. So I'll do it when he's on next time, I promise.
That's like me.
Uncanny Omar and Astonishing Melanie, y'all in the family. Have a great weekend. Always enjoy the content you all put out. Take care. Excelsior, Optic Blast.
Oh, well, thank you.
Now I want to go play Marvel vs. Capcom 2. The best Marvel vs. Capcom.
Bye, Edwin.
Edwin, have a wonderful weekend. People are just saying bye. Y'all, everybody can stay, though. You ain't got to go home.
Bart, thank you for your super chat.
Oh, my gosh. How does she get all these little...
Hardcover Melanie, my beautiful and tasty chocolate coffee flavored cake with melted chocolate topping. Oh, that sounds so good. What are you reading right now? And what is Omar reading? Aw.
Well, thank you really much for asking, Omar.
Let's see. So... I read the beginning of Joe Kelly's run on Deadpool, but I don't dig Deadpool being in love with Siren. So last night I started reading who? Somebody I've never read before. What's her name?
Poston and Duggan? Oh, no, name? Alyssa Wong.
Alyssa Wong's run on Deadpool.
I found that one funny.
And
surprisingly, in Kelly Thompson's run.
Well, I haven't started that yet. One Piece, because that's just ongoing. No, but there's something else too.
Something for school, maybe. I don't
know. But yeah, I want more Deadpool in my life. That's what I'm trying to do.
Well, you're about 10 years too late. Deadpool was everywhere 10 years ago.
Right, I am. I'm totally late. I'm going to read Sins of Sinister and Immortal X-Men, apparently.
I'm reading the White Sand book that Dynamite sent my way. Which is a beautiful book. This edition is beautiful. I'm reading the Bill Mantlo Hulk book with Sal Buscema. I finished reading Joe Fixit, which is not in the Volume 5 Omnibus of Hulk. And if you like the character, if you like Peter David's Hulk, go and get the trade paperback because it's my pick of the week. I'm telling you right now, it's already my pick of the week. It's amazing. And then what was the other?
Max, I know, and I'm giving it a shot. He's in love.
Yeah, but it's a different thing, right?
I'm like, well, but it doesn't seem as serious. They don't have some deep discussion about their friendship and such. So, at least not yet. So that's why I'm like, okay.
What was the other book I'm reading? I'm reading the Epic collection that's coming out next week, like the God Judgment War. Yeah, so I am reading those. Psycho Cleveland's in the chat. Hey now, Psycho Cleveland.
I like in Fabian's run how there was a little bit of depth to Deadpool, but it was every once in a while, right? I like the balance he had.
Well, keep in mind, that started with Mark Waid. Mark Waid is the one that kind of introduced the idea of Deadpool and Siren kind of together. Wong's run on Deadpool is worth it for Princess. Okay.
I haven't got
Enough
it.
said.
Let's see. Jack, thank you for your super chat.
Muchas gracias, hermano. Which superhero comic would you assign Mark Brooks to do interior art as well as covers? Yeah, I miss his interior stuff. He hasn't done interior stuff in forever. It would have to be something. I mean, okay, in a world where he could do a monthly comic, honestly, I like the way that he draws Emma Frost.
Exactly.
Runaways? I think Runaways.
Oh, no, wait. But I love the Deadpool movies, and I like him being in love with Vanessa. So,
well, Copycat is in the comics. I hated X Factor Judgment War. It was pretty bad. I loved my favorite Cyclops. One of my favorite Cyclops moments comes from Judgment War, where he's about to get stepped on by a Celestial, and he's looking up. And the end of the issue is him looking up, thinking, "What a stupid way to die." I love that. Melanie, message me after you read Princess and Deadpool's run because I'm dying to know your thoughts. LOL, I'm super late. Woke up super late after playing Spider-Man. I'll catch a recap. Aww. Have an awesome day, everyone. All right.
King of Jackals. I've read like random things with Spider-Man and Deadpool, not like a whole run. And I didn't get into it, which is really surprising.
I liked Spider-Man Deadpool. I thought it was fun.
I think I like them separate from each other.
I forgot, Patrick.
You can't let the worlds.
You want me to do an unwritten compendium overview? Yeah, I can do that this week.
What's that Seinfeld when George like the worlds, not the worlds crossing, but
streams crossing? The worlds collide?
Like because his fiance
wants to be friends with his
Elaine,
friends.
And what was the term?
I can't remember.
Okay, anyway, that's why I don't want to happen. Have you read Six Sidekicks of Trigger Keaton from Image Comics? It's a very funny read.
No, I haven't. Mr. Vic. How have you been, brother? I have not. Good morning. Is there a trade paperback still in print featuring the blue and gray Batman? Trade paperbacks, the blue and gray era. Well, I guess, yeah, there is some, because that's the Batman year 2 had a blue and gray era.
Worlds so you're colliding.
You're looking for Cape Crusader and the Dark Knight Detective trade paperbacks. Worlds are colliding. That's what he would say. So during that era, the era of Lonely Place of Dying, the Death in the Family, that era is what you're looking for. Those trade paperbacks are still in stock. However, Cape Crusader and Dark Knight Detectives, there's a few volumes that are out of print of those. Is Moonshine Like American Vampire by Snyder? Oh, okay, a little bit because of the subject matter, but not as big, like as epic as Snyder's American Vampire, which of course had a lot to do with Stephen King at first, but became Snyder's thing.
Your channel has massively helped me in tackling the vast world of comics. This is from Harvey, particularly X-Men. So thank you.
Oh, thank you, Harvey. Thank you for watching.
Omar, which Mantla Hulk book are you reading? The Epic or Masterworks?
It's the new Masterwork that comes out next week. I think it's volume 17, if I'm not mistaken. That one right there with our pal Sal on artwork. But this, for the first time in a Masterworks, we're getting a Marvel event because it's got Contest of Champions in there. And it's a really good introduction by Stephen Grant talking about how that came together. And of course, some of you that know the story, it was supposed to be the tie-in to the Olympics, and then it got delayed. So they were like, let's just make it a mini-series. And then somebody forgot to count, but that's another story. Hey, Neil.
I don't think you have. Have you ever watched Captain Future anime?
I grew up watching Captain Future when I was a kid, brother.
So this is
in Peru.
I thought it was.
I don't know if it ever came out here in America, but I did. Thinking about buying it, but waiting for your review. Okay, brother, you got it. I will do that this week. I'll put that in the calendar. Put it in the calendar, mommy. I did call you mommy.
That's so weird on this.
So weird. Like, I think when I snap at you to do things, I'm always like followed up by mommy. So the kids watch me do that, and they make fun of me when you don't listen to me.
No, they don't. But that would make a funny story if they did. How many issues do you think
you can't smack me and do that on the same? Yeah, I'm putting my finger in your face.
How many issues do you think the Nightwing Compendium will cover?
How big is it? It's like 1,152 pages or something. Why did I say that? That sounds like an exact number. I would say 50. 40 or 50, something like that, brother. 3 more questions. Domestic
Matt
violence.
Schuster, my copy is in the mail, courtesy of Walt's Comic Shop.
Congratulations.
Walt's Comic Shop.
Hannah. Domestic violence. You're going to end up on a list. I'm already on a list.
Okay, Comics for Life has
Wait a
good
minute.
idea.
I put my fingers like that, and I'm going to be on a list. She literally physically attacked me, but because she's a
Snorlax with a Snorlax, it wasn't my fist.
Because she's a lady, she doesn't get put on a list.
Remember, when you make a fist,
now, Hannah,
like that, so you don't break your thumb. Okay?
That's what I call a case of sexism.
With these 2 knuckles.
Don't teach people how to fight here.
Would you consider wait. Yes, I am going to. But would you consider doing a best character evolutions in comics and manga segment?
Oh, dude, that's such a good idea. I would love to do that.
I wrote down these ideas, and next month he's going to look at them. And I wrote a note on the whiteboard saying, in September, look at ideas.
Okay.
And
Jeremy's saying I'm good enough. I'm good enough, dang it.
Yes, you are. Oh, yes, my baby.
Have you heard about aliens in Peru?
Dude, this guy saw aliens in Peru.
I saw a UFO.
So
I've shared that story, right? I've shared that story when I saw a UFO as a kid. Yeah, I think it's the double standards, Omar, right? Why is it that a woman can physically attack me, but I can't put my fingers in her face without getting called out? What's going on with the world?
I'm not upset about that. I'm upset about you making stuff up.
I'm not making stuff. Oh my gosh. Never tuck your thumb in your fist, children. No, you don't want to fight like that. You'll break your thumb.
Do that
Knuckle up, man. There's a reason we call it knuckle up. Anyway, we're not here to teach you how to fight. I can't bear to watch this violence. No wonder Omar likes Steve Warren.
Me and Amanda are getting those hoodies. I was like, they have to make those. We're getting the hoodies to say,
How are you getting those?
I know, it doesn't make sense. That doesn't matter. I love it.
You know what? I don't care. Y'all wear whatever you want to.
Yes. Is this, Aliens is capitalized. Maybe it's a title of something. But Omar saw aliens while he was in Peru.
No, I saw a UFO. There's a big difference.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Right. Women's rights, women's wrongs. What?
Wait.
No, you're saying women's wrongs are greater than women's rights? Barb, I know you're from another country, but greater
for violence.
Oh my gosh. I don't get you, Omar. I like women's fingers.
Okay. It's 102. So
I'm confused.
That came up in the Cornell interview. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Talking Saucer Country, so it was related.
Thank you so much, Paul Cornell. Great writer. Bad man or bad women or what the double standard? Where's my dude? Where's the double standard, guys? All right. We'll take 3 more questions because I'm having a blast. To paraphrase Chris Rock, I don't condone but I'll take I use that.
Sorry. That's our kind of humor.
That's our kind of humor. I'm sorry. I remember using that, and one of my friends got mad at me, and I'm like, I'm just quoting Chris Rock. She's like, it's not funny. All right. Any word on X-Men 2099 cover color? Still white, Michael. Still white. Omar not getting the thing. Yes, I get the comment, Bar. I just can't say anything. Paul Cornell, Jack Ferry. Paul Cornell.
Gotcha.
Like Jess would say, peace and love, peace and love.
Love and peace.
He says it the other way around. How many times is Omar assaulted in a day?
But I'm saying what Vasha Stampede says.
Yes. I did the schedule, Marvel Bab. Thank you for asking, my brother. Yes, I did do the schedule. But you know what? I like you so much. I'll remind you.
That's a good place to end the stream.
Tomorrow is the haul video. The Kyle. Well, I'm going to rename it, though, because people that are upset. I'm using Kyle Pile because they think it's something else. Kyle's wonderful gift for my birthday this year. Haul. And then Monday is the Immortal Hulk Omnibus. I'll put that up on Patreon, though, today, since people have been asking me. And the Elden Ring overview. Tuesday is the trade paperbacks from Marvel Comics, including the Marvel Masterworks by Bill Mantlo and the Eternals art book and Old Reader, New Reader. Wednesday is my top 10 best Omnis for new readers, DC Omnis for new readers. And then at 8 p.m. is the Amanda and Omar show. Real Stuff, that's what it's called. Where we're going to cast the Brave and the Bold, the new Batman movie.
That's a fun idea.
We really like doing those, and people have fun coming in there. And Thursday will be the overview of the Frazetta book with some Dark Horse books. Friday will be the DC solicitations with an overview of the 2000 AD art book that I got in. Omar, do you think it's racist when you separate the white omnibus spines from the black omnibus spines? What?
Polly
No.
Shore for Bruce Wayne.
No. Bye, everyone. Enjoy the rest. Hey, seriously, everybody, thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for making me genuinely laugh. Thank you to my wonderful co-host, who is
thanks, baby.
beautiful and perfect in every way and can
Aw.
totally kick my butt if she wanted to. All kidding aside. 4th degree black belt over here, and me being a 3rd degree white belt.
And Ryan's excited. The casting character streams are a lot of fun.
They're a lot of fun, and we love when people chime in and on those.
Look,
and watch it with that.
Be good. Be good.
Be good, everybody. Everybody,
Later,
including
taters.
Bar. Bar, we're going to miss you the next 2 weeks. You wild heart, you. Enjoy your vacation. Bless you.
Everybody stay